girl Nia Daniels, and today I'm going to be taking you along my preparations of getting ready for the Dominican Republic. Yes, baby, your girl's about to get snatched because I can't take this any longer. Anyway, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and have you like, comment, and subscribe in order to follow me along on my journey. So, anyway, like I said, I'm Nia Daniels, and I will be getting a BBL, tummy tuck, muscle repair, and armpit lipo. The whole thing has been just absolutely nerve-wracking, from the research to finding a doctor. Then when you find a doctor, all of a sudden you feel like you just start hearing all this stuff about them. After that, you go looking at other doctors, or even when you find your doctor, you see other doctors that seem to be maybe a little better. So now you like, wait, hold on, I'm gonna look on that. So I like to say $1,700 later in deposits. Here I am, and 2 years later, because I have been on this journey, I would say, for 2 years. And the only reason I say 2 years is because that's when I started. That's when I started looking up the research, looking into doctors. When I made my first deposit, I've pushed the date so many times. So, okay, originally I was supposed to go to Jolie Plastic Surgery in Miami, and I was scheduled. Actually, I'm still scheduled. I just recently canceled, but I was scheduled for July 27th of 21, so this year. But throughout the time of waiting for the surgery, you're just following these groups on Facebook or Instagram or even WhatsApp, and you're just hearing so much stuff, and they're like, Jolie's playing games and they're canceling people and things like that. So I'm like, I'm a student. I can't have them cancel on me and then I have to reschedule on their terms, and I might be in school. So I was trying to get it done during the summertime. That was absolutely a must. So anyway, long story short, I ended up back on my journey to be like, okay, I'll go back to the DR. I'm not that afraid of it as I once was. 2 years ago, I started there, but I couldn't do it. Then I went to Miami, and then they X out the game, and so I'm back here at the DR. I have landed on a doctor. I've done my research on him. I know a couple things about him, and also I follow his group on Facebook, which honestly has been really helpful. It's kind of been two ways. I don't know everything about that group, but it's better. Like, first you get things going around, like they be like, oh, that doctor makes bell pepper booties and blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that he has not made bell pepper booties. I believe that maybe some have came out looking a little bell pepperish, but that goes to show with like one of the things I was kind of not considering him for, because I felt like the people he did best on was like huge women, and I'm like, maybe that's not going to work. Maybe he won't get a form right on a smaller person, although we always hear the smaller the better. But in this case, if he shines on really big women, I don't know. But I started seeing more smaller girls, or maybe girls who were more on my stats, 5'7", 210 pounds, things like that, or close. So I still decided to stay. From what I read and everything like that, he's a pretty safe doctor. I do know of a death. There is an explanation for it. He addressed it, and that means a lot to me too. I mean, he's been doing surgery for over 15 years. You know, he's bound to have something. If it's just complete malpractice, then of course you can count me out. Like I said, I am a nursing student, so yeah, I care about my doctor. I'm not just here like, hey, give me a fat ass, I'm ready to go. No, it's not like that. Anyway, so just to let you know, my doctor is Dr. Laurent in the Dominican Republic. And I go July 6th, and I am now preparing for it. And that's part of the reason I was making this video today. I am packing up for the Dominican Republic, and my dilemma has been, what do I pack? How much do I pack? Some girls say, oh, pack this, that. Other girls, they're like, barely take anything. The recovery house is saying pack light. And then I see other girls that are like 2 suitcases up to here going through. So I think basically what it was for me was going through a whole bunch of videos, asking questions in my group, PMing girls that have already gone and asking them what they bring. One girl, she kicked me down a whole list, even up to saying that the arnica wasn't it. I think she said something like, but she just told me this literally like 4 days ago. So I haven't even got it yet. So you won't see it in that pile over there. But she was saying instead of arnica gel or arnica cream, get thrombicide. But I don't know, but I will be picking it up soon, like I said, because I literally leave in a week. And I have to pack early because that gives me a chance to basically make a checkoff list. And then so anything that I feel that I'm still missing, I have time to go get it versus last minute or trying to even figure it out there. Now, yes, I've been out the country before, but I've not been out the country for any surgery. I've never had surgery. The most I've had is a colonoscopy, baby. And even then. So, yeah. So all that is supposed to start today. I will start packing my suitcase today. But what I will share with you guys is what I'm packing, my process, how it all happened. I would use my phone, but my camera is dead, so I have to use my video from my phone. So anyway, I'll give a little rough draft on everything. So like I said, the way I found my doctor is I was in one of them BBL groups, and someone asked, who are the safest doctors? And at the list, I noticed his name was on there. And I'm like, I have not seen his name before. So I was literally just going down the list of what they said. Because mind you, I was set on Jolie with Dr. Hassan. And then when I decided to come back to the DR, I had to research everything all over again. Because my original research was leading me to a Dr. Yealy. And by the time I came back around, Yealy was a no-go from what I was reading and seeing. That's just my personal opinion. Don't jump on me in the comments and try and kill me over the doctor, because honestly, throughout this whole journey, I've been seeing that too. Like, girls are literally acting like these surgeons. What did my surgery sister say? They acting like the surgeons are passing them out free surgeries, because they damn near ready to fight you if you got something bad to say, or not. I won't even necessarily say something bad. If you got your own personal opinion, they ready to damn near kill you. Shit. But anyway, like I said, I ended up going down the list. I found his name. I looked him up, and then from looking him up on IG, I now went to Real Self. And so I'm seeing like his reviews on Real Self, and I'm just like, okay, I like what I hear. I did see one bad review, but at the end of the day, no matter who you are, no matter what you do, you can't please everybody. So if I didn't see a bad review, then maybe I would have thought something was funny, to be real. So I did see one, but that was like back in like 2014-ish. So, but anyway, like I said, joined his Instagram, started following him, started following some of his dolls. And then I ended up finding out that there was like a really good group on Facebook called the Laurent Stallions. And so I joined that group, and that's the group that really like solidified me in my choice. Although they can be the ones, the only thing that I wasn't, and I will be straight up and just honest, what I didn't like about that group is girls who have had maybe a complication or some type of problem or some type of issue, whether it be communication or whatnot. Like, first of all, you got his soldiers coming. And then second of all, they're deleting the whole post. Last post, girl tried to say that I was negative just because like 3 to 4 girls were commenting under this girl's post. And I'm just like, they're literally saying the same thing, like in the same order, like if they were writing a paper, you could be like, you guys copied each other. You could say plagiarism. That's how similar their message was. And I was like, I don't know. Some of these messages seemed a little scripted. And one girl got all bent out of shape about it. Talking about, oh, we don't need that negativity in a group and blah, blah, blah. I said, honey, that was not negativity. I said at the end of the day, I am still picking the doctors. But as far as responses go, it seems scripted. And I said what I said, and I'm sticking by it. I'm going to stick beside it. Because, baby, no. At the end of the day, it's y'all just want somebody to go with them, but you don't want to be cool or like understand that these are our lives. We already have to make the decision. We already getting a surgery that's already considered the highest risk in the plastic surgery world. And then now on top of that, let's add another factor. We're going out the country. Okay, honey. So yes, we want all the information. And if we let us hear the negative and let us decide, still, my body got nothing to do with you. And please do not be trying to coax me towards your doctor. I want to be able to look at results and hear what people have to say. It's just like when people talk about the deaths. See, I can go on and on and on, and I won't even do that to y'all. But like when people talk about deaths, they be like, oh, I'm not victim blaming, but it was them, it was their health. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying it wasn't. What I am saying is, was your ass in that operating room? Was you there? One girl told something, oh, I talked to the family and everything. I'm sorry, but bitch, who are you to have talked to this girl's family? What the hell do you run? But whatever. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off subject. But, yeah, so long story short, I ended up getting in contact, getting a WhatsApp number from his Instagram. I contacted the WhatsApp number. It kind of took a little minute back and forth, but I did hear that he only has 2 assistants, Jenny and Lourdes, and that they are swamped. And plus, we're in peak season. We had STEMI checks. We had unemployment. So people just been balling. So they're definitely packed. And on top of that, it's summer. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they are overwhelmed. And so it did take a while, but it didn't take too long though. I will say with myself, everyone doesn't have the same thing, and I'm just getting this information based off the group that I'm in. Like this is like his real group. Like these are his dolls or his future dolls. Like I found like a couple surgery sisters and everything. So anyway, so mine took about 2 to 3 days for them to get back to me. I did the usual. You fill out the questionnaire. You send your pictures, front, back, side. And then they send you back a quote. So I was quoted, and don't use my quote as, hey, this person had this. Everybody's quote is different. So I was ended up quoted $6,300. I'm pretty sure it would have just been $6,000, but I noticed that he added armpit lipo, which is cool with me because even when I was like skinny as fuck, that was always there. And when I say skinny, I mean like, but yeah, that was always there. So if you read his quote, it does say things like $300 for extra areas. I think he charged like $1,000 if your BMI is like over the roof, and $2,000 for any type of breast work added on to your procedure. He said whether you're doing implants or no implants. So, or lift or no lift, one of those two. So, there's that. But I do plan on getting chin lipo too. So I know that'll be another $300 for me. So to me, total is like $66. I made a $400 deposit. Now I think he has like maybe 1 to 3 ways of making the deposit, because when I first got the quote, she now told me where to make the deposit, and that was on MoneyGram. But I didn't have the funds at that time to make it, or I wasn't quite sure that I wanted to commit. We'll say that. So yeah, so when I came back, she actually now gave me something else. She gave me a Zelle account. So that's another thing that's helpful about the group. I went back to the group and I was like, hey, has anybody made their deposit to Zelle, and has anybody made it to this person? I don't know about y'all, but I can't just be losing the $400. I don't care. So yeah, but they confirmed it. I sent it, then my date was confirmed. After that, I actually had started seeing this one girl say like, you know, you don't find out who your recovery house, because the recovery house come in a package and everything. But they were saying that you don't know who you're going to be like staying with almost up until you get there, type of stuff. And but I just so happened to PM a girl or whatever, and she was saying like, hey, like if you know of a recovery home and they work with Dr. L's office, then you can just contact them directly, and yeah, you'll pay a little deposit, but it still will go towards your surgery and everything. So I've been hearing nothing but the best about New Queen's Recovery House. So I wanted to hurry up and jump on that, because a couple people I didn't seen or whatever was like, New Queen's is amazing, and they do this, they do that, and you know, stuff like that. So I went ahead and hit them up, and Dr. Chrissy was on it. Like as soon as I sent the text, she probably was back to me in like 20 minutes. And I kind of was fortunate because I was one of the last like girls to be able to get in there. And I'm kind of glad, because at first I was hesitant, but at this time I had a little change on me. So I was really making deposits, and I'd say I was making moves around that time for real. So, I ended up giving her a $50 deposit, which she informed me that, you know, that goes towards my surgery. So at this point, I'm $450 in. And just recently, I've been hearing great things about Sophia Laurent. I don't know if there's any relation to the doctor, but I know that there's an overnight nurse, Sophia Laurent, and I heard that she is the best too. And so I ended up getting her. Once I hear you're the best, that's what I'm going for, because I'm already out of town, and or not even out of town, shit, I'm out the country somewhere else, and not an English speaking country. So we got to be extra careful, extra vigilant, extra everything, you know. And most of us at this point, it's not like back then. Most of us are just traveling alone, you know. And I guess it becomes so popular that it's really not scary anymore, because before I was like, who am I going to go with me? 2 years ago when I first decided it was going to be the DR, I was like, who is going to travel with me? Who? Now I'm just like, yeah, I'm out of here. Gone. So, again, I'm going to skip something too. Right now, with everything slowing down, I don't know how it is in other people's state, but I live in Illinois, and in my state, it did not take me that long to get my passport, although I did have it expedited just to be on the safe side. So if you got to pay that extra money, just go ahead and pay that money to have it extradited or expedited, my bad. So yeah, go ahead and pay that extra money. Mine, I ended up getting mine at least the exact like 4 weeks later, which was fine with me because I got it back in May, and I'm not leaving until July. Like I said, it's like June 26th right now, and I'm not leaving until this. Okay, and so that pretty much wraps it up with the passport. Important thing is go and get it as soon as you can, just to be on the safe side. You know, you really don't want any problems when it comes to that. Not to say that you can't get a passport, but you'll realize that something that could have cost you like $200 and something is now costing you almost 5 to 6 for, like, I guess an emergency passport at the airport the day of travel. And for me, that's cutting it too close for me. I can't do that. I freak. So anyway, so we'll wrap that up. And so let me go ahead. I ended up finding a paper for my quote or whatever, because I actually went to go get my own clearance from my PCP today. And so just to hear his thoughts on it, I'm really close to my doctor. I really like him. He is around the same age, and he listens, and he will tell you if he's like, hey, I don't think it's a good idea. And so, yeah. So we talked and we came up with a game plan. He looked over my labs. All my labs are really good. My LDL levels are always a bit elevated. I love salt, and I don't care who knows it. So yeah, but we're working on that. I've lowered it with fish oil, vitamins, and vitamin D. My vitamin D levels were low too, but that's just regular. So yeah, I'm pretty much working, well, not working anymore. Now I'm too close to be taking those vitamins. The only vitamins I am taking right now are my iron pills, and my iron is good. He told me I don't need to, but I mean, I just want to be on the safe side. Even if I don't need to, when I come out of surgery, I still want my hemo levels to still be at a good, number. I don't want it to be at that borderline of 8. And I believe once you get to 8, they require you to do a transfusion. Although one girl recently did a transfusion at 8.7. She didn't understand why she needed it still, and ended up having an allergic reaction. And I am not knocking other countries because my husband is from another country. So I can't be like, oh, but at the end of the day, I hate to say it, but I don't want no blood from another country. Sorry, not sorry. But anyway, let's hop on to it. So I can go ahead and give like a brief, sum up. And if you want to know what I'm looking at, I'm just looking at the quote that I printed out from my WhatsApp. And I just kind of want to read off that and just give you a sum of what the paper says. And then a couple things that you should be doing right before you go, just so that I can show you guys what I'm packing up with me to go. Like I said, I leave in a week, and I'm ready, and I need to start packing now so that I can go down my checklist and figure out what I still need to get besides the slippers and the robe and the lymphatic drops. So anyway, sorry. Okay, here we go. So I got my quote from Dr. Laurent in the Dominican Republic, and that's for $6,300 US. And that entails Lipo 360, armpit lipo, muscle repair, tummy tuck, BBL surgery, and it all includes the anesthesiologist evaluation, the cardiologist evaluation, 1 night in the clinic, medicine the same day of surgery, blood work, including COVID tests. But just to reiterate on that, you can get a COVID test in the US for free up to 5 days before you travel, and they will accept that. Anyway, back to the list. EKG, chest x-ray, the health insurance, your first garment, your second garment, medicine for home, carpinas, which is basically heparin, your heparin shots to prevent blood clots, compression socks, your BBL pillow, foam 360, front and back boards. Although I have all that, but I still will use theirs while I'm out there, and then I'll probably switch over once I get home. 12 days at a recovery house, which, like I said, just last week I was contacted by their coordinator. They put my file off to them and realized I was on my way out there. And so they were trying to put me in recovery home, but I explained to them like, hey, I made my deposit with New Queens, and you guys link up with them so that you guys can get it all coordinated. And transportation for follow-ups. And so obvious, they talk about how the rooms go. We all know you can have a private room, double room, or triple room. I'm pretty sure since I'm in a package, that means I'm in a triple room. I don't really mind. I don't want to sit up there and spend my money towards a room. I mean, as long as I'm comfortable, I will say, like, there's something I pack just in case, because I want to give the same decency that I want people to give to me. And I know being in a triple room with other girls, and who knows, like, the smells, you know, I'm big on smells and stuff. You know, when people gotta all that. So I even got that little poop spray. So, you know, if I have someone helping me go number 2, I can be like, you know, give a little doop up in there real quick, you know. But anyway, that's just me. Should I bring a candle? Because Bath and Body Works annual sale hooked me up, baby. And so I was thinking, should I pack me a little Kizzle candle, get all comfortable? But I probably will. Don't even play. But anyway, so they say what to bring, what you need to bring. Wet towels, baby wipes, you know, Huggies or something like that. I didn't get baby wipes, but I got some stuff though, but we'll show you. Small hand towels, white tank tops, cotton tank tops to go underneath your faja so you don't get those lines. Ooh, what the hell? It was a fly. Let's see, maternity pads and gloves. Those of you who work in nursing homes or something, just grab you a box of gloves off the cabinet. Don't do all that extra. Of course, he says it just for anybody else that are getting different things. Okay, the payment for the blood transfusion is mandatory, and it's $300 US. That's $150 per bag. In case you don't use the blood, they say they return $270. I don't know about y'all, but that math ain't math. And if you ain't used that money, why you giving me back less than I gave you? No, sir, ma'am, whoever. Give me all my chips. They said they returned it to you on the last appointment. So I'm hoping they don't take it at all, because I didn't hear some girls saying that that they was taking it. Oh, sorry, y'all, I got a hair. And that shit is bugging me. Okay, anyway. All patients should shower the day before surgery and 4 hours before the procedure with antibacterial soap. Most of us are packing Dial and the other one, which I will point out in my bag, which I'll be using both, to be honest. In case you have a special condition and need a special doctor, it's $100 or $200 depending on the special doctor. So diabetic, thyroid issues, asthma, and in case you smoke or you recently stopped smoking, you'll now have to see a pulmonologist who will now examine your lungs and your lung capacity. So I would say, if anything, like my doctor told me today, my PCP, he said, if anything, at least quit smoking. At the very least, at least quit smoking 2 weeks before surgery. Anyway, an overnight nurse has to be with you 24 hours the same day of surgery since the beginning of the morning, and the cost is $100, which, like I said, I went directly to Sophia. I gave her a $30 deposit, and I'm pretty sure I just owe her $70 when I get there. And she'll be my overnight nurse. I mean, she prays over you and everything. And unfortunate hell, I want us all to pray. I want everybody to pray at one single time. Every time it hits 6 o'clock in the morning, I want everybody to pray at the same time. Let's make it powerful, baby, because I want to come home and I want to be right. So they do say if you don't have an overnight nurse, you can have your own special person there, but they need to be a woman. Okay, the deposit to save your surgery day is discounted from your total. Now, let me reiterate on this too. I've had some girls in my surgery group tell me that when they were looking at their quote, that little message wasn't in there. Don't mind the nails. I'm getting ready for surgery, people. That message wasn't in there. So which will say the deposit to save your surgery day is discounted from your total amount of surgery. Some people don't have that, and they basically made a deposit that technically wasn't a deposit. I guess it just saved your date, but it didn't get subtracted from your surgery. So if you have this in your quote, keep your quote to take with you so that you can point it out to them like, no, the quote you gave me said that subtracts. Because I keep saving money based off my quote. I keep forgetting the deposits I done made that goes towards my surgery. I mean, it helps me more. It gives me more wiggle room to, go out there with extra cash. And if I got a couple left over, New Queens, they do a lot of other services there at their, recovery home. I may pay for a little extra, come back looking like new body, new bitch, new what? Everything. Period. So anyway, you should stay 2 days before surgery. I believe at this point we all know that. Remember to send your itinerary before you come. Text us 2 days before you arrive. And the airport they put SQD, but it's SDQ, Santo Dominico, Dominican Republic. Transportation is included in the package for pickup, drop-off, and 3 to 4 medical appointments, labs, and the day of surgery. Any other services, you would have to pay the driver directly, and I believe they usually be charging about $30. From my research is what I got. If you want to add things like Vaser Lipo, it's $800 extra. Right now it's a controversy on whether or not it's really helpful. I still don't know, but at this point, I don't think I want to add on another $8 because that's like $200 away from $1,000. And so, no, you can give me traditional lipo, and I would just do everything I can to recover as best as possible, even if it's not as best as this time. But I mean, some people, I don't know. I think it's still new, and I think we all don't really know the difference. Right after surgery, you can start taking your vitamins again. And a lot of people don't know this, but once you start those back up, especially your iron builders and everything like that, you actually find yourself healing a lot faster because you're getting that stuff, and all that is promoting recovery. So, yeah. So anyway, ladies, let's go ahead and get on to what I'm going to be packing. Okay, so let's get into the things that I'm going to be packing in my bag to go, and we'll start with the main ones that everyone knows. These are the maxi pads that they would like you to bring. I don't know how many, but I think one girl told me like 12, but I don't want to do that because, again, just being in the healthcare field, I get a little itchy about that stuff. So I'll be bringing my whole 36 pack of these. Those are for the wounds. Now this one, the Depends. Some people say you need them. Some people say you absolutely don't need them. I'm not sure, but I will be taking a couple off. And sometimes, ladies, when our body go through trauma like that, it can, let's say, ignite a menstrual cycle. So I believe this is what they're possibly for, because I am just finding out that this entire time, no people have failed to mention that you wake up with a catheter inside you. So that's not for using the bathroom. Anyway, of course my bonnet, but I'll have braids in, to be honest, and a little scarf. These are the box of gloves I'll be taking. They said some washcloths. I just grabbed some from Walmart. Again, now these are the rinse-free bath sponges that I got, and I got these off of Walmart. I believe this whole pack was like $8, and that's for 25 packs. So this will make it easier for the nurse to wash you up without needing soap in the shower and everything like that. All they need is the water, and you can easily get a water bottle and pour it on a damn sponge. So yeah, disinfectant wipes. Nia J. Daniels will definitely be wiping down her bed in her area. I don't care where I'm at. Even if I was in my own country, these babies would be going with me anywho. Can't forget the Cottonelle. Just because I'm in surgery and recovering don't mean I want my ass to be stinking. So no, don't put no tissue in there, because I'm pretty sure the ass gonna be tight and we're gonna need something to glide right through and still clean. So we're gonna get the Cottonelles XL, just $2.50. Now, these are a couple dresses I got from Boohoo. These are maxi dresses. I need to actually open these up and see how long they are, because I opened one already. Not this one. There's another one, the fourth one. I opened that one up, and that thing, I even wore it already. That thing is so damn long. Like, last thing I need to do is be trying to walk and trip and fall. But, you know, we can always do the, you know, the little hood tie on the end. We all know about that. So, yeah, I'll put those there. Let's skip over here real quick. This is my backboard, ab boards. They do have, like, some thin little sideboards in there. I'm wondering, you know what? It won't be time for these yet. These are a little more stiff, so we'll have to, you know, wait on that or whatever. Of course, some feminine flushable wipes. You know, we gonna get Big Purr together, because I don't want no funky ass, and I damn sure don't want no funky ma. So we're gonna get us some feminine wipes there. And surprisingly, the Summer Eve ones be throwing me off. So, you know, not everything gotta be name brand. I brought me some melatonin gummies, just in case I can't get any sleep. This is the stuff I gathered from Dollar General today. Some multivitamins for women. So we'll get those. Some Benadryl. I heard you'll need these for the itching. Of course, I'll give me a little Listerine up there. Docalax. Of course, they tell you from the recovery home to bring stool softeners. Anytime you're coming out of surgery or going into surgery, you cannot have things like Aleve or aspirin, things like that. It has to be acetaminophen, Tylenol, basically. So I got a couple little tablets of Tylenol, and then I'm gonna split it with the Tylenol PMs too, just in case. Anything to put the girl to sleep. And just a little traveling toothpaste. I don't care where I go, I do not take my toothbrush out my home. I don't know why, but it makes me itchy. Now, I do still have to get slippers, but when it's time for me to go walking, I got these from my little nursing home. Rubber slipper with the grip. See, it has that grip. You can't get through on it. And you just put your feet in like socks. So these are the surgery version of Balenciagas. Should I write that shit on the side? Whatever. So yeah, I have 2 pairs of those, and I'm honestly gonna use those when I walk. If you go on New Queen's Instagram page, Dr. Christy would tell you, like, hey, you're gonna take your heparin, because girls don't like it because it do kind of hurt, because it's kind of like I mean, it could be, it could feel like an IM injection. But anyway, Dial soap. I have a couple of these bars, to be honest. And you know what? I'm just going to bring extra just in case somebody may need it. At the end of the day, we're all surgery sisters, and we just want everyone to heal peacefully. More toothpaste. You know, you can never go wrong when it comes to taking care of the mouth. My nursing and me, I will get myself a post ox, and this is just for my own, you know, comfort. Half the horror stories, some not horror stories, but at the end of the day, just to make me feel better, I'm bringing a pulse ox so that I can measure myself just in case. What if I hear all these good things and I get out there and it's the worst? No one's taking care of me and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to die in a recovery home. And I don't want to die on the table. I don't want to die in no other country. Well, what they say in Titanic? Gonna be an old lady warm in her bed? Yes. Anyway, don't judge me. But this is for when that fucking stool softener kicks in. I'm like, hey, give this a little shake and a little, because it say 3 to 5. We'll do 5 just to help out. I'm going to be beside myself because honestly, I have not been happy with my shape for a very long time. So I know I'm going to be just on it. So yeah, we're going to be measuring this shit out while I'm there if I'm able to do it. But just in case, nursing me again, I'm going to have to listen to my own shit. And shoot, what if there's another girl there that needs help? Let's go in and see what's going on. So let me scoochie some of these over. Again, I'm not taking these in big bulks. Let's keep room in our suitcases. Open a package, rip out, take a couple, stack them neatly. Now, this is like my little medicine thing over here. I'm not gonna lie. So these are the masks they want. I will put these in a big Ziploc bag instead of having them all out exposed. But obvious, I was just at work and just grabbed a handful. No need to be out spending like that. Save wherever you can. This, I heard a few things about this, but I mean, what could it hurt, you know? So some recovery pills for just surgery. So healthy tissue response, and just a little disclaimer out there. I wasn't a smoker, but I smoked. Little hookah here, little couple, this and that. No marijuana though. I'm not a marijuana smoker, but you know, I've smoked tobacco. And so you want to promote as much healing as possible, because when you smoke, it's harder for oxygen to flow through your body along with blood flow, and that doesn't get to the tissues. And if that's not really getting to the tissues as fast as it needs to, different things are happening. You know, when it comes to healing, sometimes you see people with ugly stomachs and all this, and you're wondering why. And it's because they were heavy smokers and all this, and they don't have no real good, oxygen source in their body. But anyway, yes, your girl brought rapid COVID test. Sorry, not sorry. Yes, it did. What's it for? I have no clue. I put these already in a Ziploc bag because I have a big bag of them. But these are liquid IV hydration multipliers. You just put one of these in your water, and it turns your 1 bottle of water into 3 bottles of water with all the electrolytes you need. So this is really going to be good for hydration. More disinfectant wipes. And here's kind of like my Medi thing. Yes, I bought a thermometer. We're definitely going to be watching out for infection. And what's the first sign of infection? Fever. So yeah, couple little Q-tips, alcohol prep pads, some gauze bandages, some burn relief just in case, some A&D ointment, and some bacterium ointment, which is a first aid antibacterial ointment just in case there's somebody else there. I don't really want nobody's mouth on my shit. So I did bring some paper thermometers too, just looking out. Oh, yeah. So, like we said, when we came across this dial soap, this is in that same category. Hibiclens. And this is basically pre-surgery wash. This cleanses all the bacteria, harmful bacteria, bad bacteria, off of your body. And so what I'm gonna do is for 2 days, I'll be showering with this, period. We going for the best results we could possibly get, people. And you can actually get this. You can get this at Walmart. You can get this at Walgreens. You don't have to order it on Amazon. Some of us don't like to order everything on Amazon, although I do a good, healthy amount of shopping on there. But sometimes I like to walk in person and just grab it, unless I see the price and it's not agreeing with my Amazon app. Then no, I'll get it on Amazon. But like I said, this is basically pre-surgery wash. Perfect. Get it, grab it, not expensive. Some more disposable washable cloths. These are the ones that you don't even need water with. So yeah, I'm just hoping to get a good bathe. I don't really want to be smelling no smell. I don't like that. So I grabbed these. I can't remember where I got these from. I believe this was from Walmart, to be honest. Sometimes we may end up having to self-drain ourselves. I bought a package. For those of us brave enough to do it, we may have to. But just to show you, which they will actually drain you like this at the recovery home. On top of your massages, they will stick this needle in your back and pull that plunger out, and it'll be draining you of all type of liquids. Sometimes around the tummy tuck area, people can accumulate fluids, and you just stick this in, drain yourself, and massage yourself out, and you could really make your results go a long way, and, possibly avoid seromas. So I'll be taking half of that with me because I want the other half to still be here at home. Just in case when I'm just cleaning my wound, like I said, nursing, you don't have to bring this stuff. This is all just stuff that I've gotten from my little hospitals and things like that. And this is just normal saline. I can give my tummy tuck scar a little saline flush, maybe some little holes right before, Of course, they all say bring the female urinal. Now, from what I'm hearing now, they want you to start practicing with this. Or when I say they, I'm meaning our surgery sisters out there. They're saying it's best to practice with this a week before going out there. Now, I guess that's smart because I don't know about y'all, but whose is this supposed to fit over? But whatever, we'll go with it. So we got that. I have another thermometer. Got some cotton rounds. I just saw this in someone's bag and was like, I'll get it. Yes, I did bring myself a butterfly needle because I don't know if they're out there with them big ass needles, but my veins are basically almost non-existent. I'm working with one good visible one before you have to do all that digging, and I don't want that. So when they pull blood, I need you to use this real quick because, yeah, I don't want you blowing my basically only viable vein. This is just the, medical tape and chloride wipes. That's probably just extra. Again, more bath cloths. I mean, basically, from what I'm hearing, you got to spend 2 weeks out there, no showers after surgery. They said the mosquitoes are bad. I definitely recommend this. Some mosquitoes already rolled up on me and got me already. So I'm not looking forward to that. This, just to keep track of your medications, I'll go ahead and toss them in here for the week. I'm only spending 2 weeks out there, so I only have to do this twice. This. Now, who knows when my surgery gonna be? Am I gonna be number 1 for the day? Or am I gonna be number 3? Hopefully he doesn't do more than 4 surgeries a day. So, but I refuse to be the last one of the night. But yeah. So anyway, I also brought this. So while even though I've rinsed with the HibaCleanse and showered the day before too with some Dial soap, I'm still gonna now get some patient preoperative skin preparation. Rinse-free, alcohol-free, single use. I'm gonna wipe this down right before I go in there. Yes, I will. No infections, baby. Gauze pads. And these are, last but not least, compression socks. Now, these are extra because these are included in my package, but I have 2 extra pair just in case. I may just only bring one and leave the other one for home, but my whole issue is laundry. So, yeah. But at this point, ladies, this is about it. This is all I'm going to be packing, and I really hope that this helps you in your process of trying to figure out what to put in your own bag. I think everyone's bag is different to them. Some people say they barely use something. Some people say they've used it all. But again, I hope this helps, and I hope you come back and subscribe for the next video. By the time you guys see the next video in a 3-part series, we'll be heading out. Okay? We will be heading out. And it's gonna be time to go, ladies. And we're gonna leave and we're gonna get snatched up and we're gonna have a good mother effing day. But anyway, again, thanks for coming to see me, ladies. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I will reply to all.